Welcome everyone back to Through Inquisitive Kids, and today we will be taking a look at functions with problems. So here is problem 1. In a cat and dog pet shop, there is a total of 465 animals. 2/3 of the number of cats is 20 animals less than 4/5 of the number of dogs. So we're being asked, how many more dogs are there than cats? The first step in writing down a proper function to describe this word problem is to find the equivalent values. So equivalent values are the two sides of an equation, two things that have a relationship with each other or equal each other. So for example, we know that there is a total of 465 animals, which is the cats and the dogs added together is equal to 465. We also know that 2/3 of the number of cats is 20 animals less than 4/5 of the number of dogs. So right off the bat, that is a relationship that we're looking at. And what confirms that this is an equation is the keyword is, because is equal, very similar meanings. But we have to be careful of what we set a variable now, because not every single problem, what's being asked should be the variable. For example, over here, we're trying to find a difference, the difference between the number of dogs and the number of cats. Well, we should first find how many more dogs there are and how many cats there are. So that's the hidden question. How many dogs are there and how many cats are there? So let's first set these two values as the variables. So I want to have as two variables would work, but I want to have as less variables as possible. So I'm gonna let x equal to number of dogs, and since we know that in total there's 465 animals and there are only cats or dogs, then 465 minus x would be equal to the number of cats. This way, we don't have to write x, or we could write cats as y, but this way we won't have to write x plus y is equal to 465 because we technically already used it. And now we only have one variable, that's x, right? Because we're representing the number of dogs and cats using x. So we have one equation here, and that's 2/3 of the number of cats, which is 465 minus x, is equal to 4/5 of the number of dogs, so 4/5 x. But remember, it's 20 animals less, so we still have to subtract 20 from the number of dogs. So here is our equation, and now all we have to do is solve. So first, let's multiply both sides by 15 because we want to get rid of the denominators, right, on the fractions. 15 is the LCM of 3 and 5, so both of the denominators will be canceled out. So on the left side right here, 2/3 times 15, that gives us 10. And then if we substitute 10 into this parentheses, we get 4,650 minus 10x. And on the right side, 4/5 times 15 is equal to 12. So 12x minus 300 because we multiply 15 to 20 as well. So we get 22x is equal to 4,950. So x is equal to 225. So there is 225 dogs at this shelter. Then if this is 225, then the number of cats would be 465 minus 225, which is equal to 240. Yep, that's 240. So this is the number of dogs and this is the number of cats. There was a typo here the entire video, I'm sorry. 240 minus 225, we get 15. So there are 15 more cats than dogs. That's our final answer.